Yo, what's up guys, it's Manny and welcome back to another video. This video is going to be a little bit different from my Let's Plays because I have so much that I want to say about Nintendo right now. As you guys know, tomorrow, a new Nintendo Direct is coming and this came out from Switchforce. Now, Switchforce is arguably a pretty trustworthy guy now because he actually predicted that the Nintendo Direct would happen this Friday on the 12th. He posted it, I think, around the 25th or something like that. But yeah, guys, like this is crazy news. He was backed up by Nate the Hate too. When Nate the Hate said, yes, there is a Nintendo Direct in September. When? The second week of the month, in the latter half or around September 11th or 12th. There will for sure be a Nintendo Direct either on Thursday, September 11th, if they did actually mess up with the 912 dial and meant to dial 911, or Friday, September 12th. If it was on purpose. But 10 days later though, after Nate the Hate posted this, Nintendo came out and said this. Join us on September 12th, 6 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. They were both right, but ultimately Switchforce was right. He was right all along. While there were so many people hating on him, we can probably now trust him going forward as an official Nintendo leaker, just like Pyro. This is very exciting news, bro. I was always a Nintendo fan, a huge Nintendo fan, a huge Mario fan actually growing up. Me and my brother are literally the only few people in our friend group, even in our family, that grew up playing Nintendo games on the Wii and backtracked to the older games and consoles that came out before we were born. We wanted everything Nintendo and still want everything Nintendo. The last time we ever got a new fully fledged 3D Mario was back in October 27th, 2017, which was Mario Odyssey. 8 years ago. It came out with all these new things that made Mario feel like a new fresh feel to the Nintendo franchise. New worlds, new characters, and a new transformation ability. Don't get me wrong with Bowser's Fury though. It was fun and most of us beat it in a few hours, if not a couple days. It was probably a test run to try out this new like open world feeling for Mario and to receive like feedback from the game. If the feedback was going to be good, they would likely begin working on an open world type 3D Mario game. If the feedback was negative, then they would likely stick to the linear style of 3D Mario, which I don't mind, but I like it when Nintendo tries to innovate, like how they did moving from the GameCube up to the Wii. We haven't had like a fully fledged out Nintendo game, 3D Mario game in almost 8 years, which is crazy to think about, right? Nintendo had all these opportunities to at least announce something, but they never did. Nintendo needs to break through this and announce it tomorrow, literally tomorrow. There's no better way to announce it, no better time to announce it. The math just adds up. Everything makes sense. The Direct from June of last year, we all expected some news about the Switch 2 and the 3D Mario game. We got an announcement of Metroid Prime 4 instead, which is not bad, but no 3D Mario. Then we got a Nintendo Museum Direct in August. Still waiting for that 3D Mario game to be announced. Then a Super Nintendo World Direct in November. Still waiting on that 3D Mario game to be announced. Heck, we even expected the Switch 2 to be announced either late 2023 or early 2024 before all these directs. And we expected it to be out by like 2024 holiday or something like that. There was a direct in March of this year announcing Tomodachi Life and said they wouldn't be talking about the Switch 2, but still no announcements on the 3D Mario game. Then the Switch 2 presentation came. I mean, yeah, we got a new open world Mario Kart and DK Bonanza that came out later in June 13th or something like that, but still no mention of the next 3D Mario. This was the final straw, low key. If the next 3D Mario isn't announced in tomorrow's Direct, I don't know when it'll happen. Hell, probably in 2026. I just hope the game is really good either way. No rush. I have a pretty good prediction of the next magical power that Mario will likely have, just like Cappy from Odyssey. What if his power is in his gloves? Now hear me out. I know he already had that with Galaxy with the spin, but think about it. In Tears of the Kingdom, Link gets a new ability, Ultra Hand, which allowed him to grab, move, and stick together most in-game objects to build vehicles like structures and certain contraptions, right? Contraptions. Damn, I didn't say that right. Okay. If Zelda was the first in the franchise to become an open world 3D experience, pretty much, then I think since Mario is second, there should be another ability like Ultra Hand from Tears of the Kingdom and inherit that to the new 3D Mario game. Having something magical to do with his gloves or something. Like a new mechanic with his gloves, pretty much. Maybe he can grab onto things from a distance, like buildings or even planets, and control and spin them around, and maybe even use them to attack Bowser and other foes with. He could unlock new gloves and switch them out for different powers. Like maybe he has a pair of gloves that have fire in them, or maybe there's a pair of gloves that can make him fly, or maybe there's a pair of gloves that can turn back time, Or maybe if it's a Galaxy 3, which I'm hoping, he can control the galaxy in a way that I just can't explain. Maybe like a whole planet, and like using that planet to attack Bowser with or something like that. It's probably not going to be another Galaxy 3 though. But I feel like we haven't really utilized his gloves yet to the fullest extent. Other than his gloves having power, I don't know what Nintendo is cooking up with the re-innovation of Mario and his potential. We shall wait until tomorrow to even know, or to even have a chance to see what's going on with the next 3D Mario, because it may not be announced tomorrow, but I am hopeful.